Hello, good afternoon. It's midday, and this is Baina Midday News coming to you live from the NAP House, Atomic Junction, Medina. I'm Khadija Kubra Kailani. Coming up this afternoon, Mahama orders investigation into suspicious flights allegedly linked to illicit activities. Also, DVLA CEO decision to regularize operations of Guru Boys. And in some international stories, in Congo, M23 rebels to hold direct dialogue in Qatar. Do stay with us for details of the stories. Thank you for staying with us. Remember, we are also live on Facebook and YouTube at Baina TV. Now to our first story. President John Mahama has directed the National Security and relevant authorities to conduct a full-scale investigation into 2 aircrafts that landed in Ghana earlier in March and departed for Gran Canaria, Spain on March 2025. The President's directive follows concerns raised by the minority in Parliament who suspected the flight and air ambulance and a private jet may have been involved in drug trafficking or money laundering.
The President issued the directive in a post on his official X handle. According to him, the matter requires urgent clarification, hence the instruction to the appropriate agencies to investigate and provide a full report of the flights involved. The minority's ranking member of the Defense and Interior Committee, John Intim Fodjo, had earlier claimed that one of the aircraft, Air Med Flight L823 AM, landed in Ghana on March 20th and remained for 5 days without any record of transporting a patient. Additionally, a private jet, Antonov 12B, also arrived on March 12 and left on the same day as the air ambulance, fueling further suspicions. The President urged the security agencies to immediately and fully collaborate with the Honorable Member of Parliament so he provides all necessary information to investigate the allegations and take all actions necessary to expose any drug dealing. President Mahama also emphasized the need for, as these transparencies and accountability are critical in safeguarding national security.
Also, the Chief Executive Officer of the Drivers and Vehicle Licensing Authority, Julius Nikwe Korte, has defended his proposal to formalize the operations of so-called Guru Boys, unofficial middlemen who facilitate vehicle registration and licensing vehicles. Speaking to the media in Accra, Korte argued that rather than fighting these informal agents, the government should integrate them into a regulated system to improve efficiency and transparency in the licensing process. He further emphasized that while not all informal operators could be absorbed into the system, a structured approach would provide clarity and fairness in service charges. He further explained that the DVLA will train these Guru Boys in order to do away with the excesses, adding that there will be clear-cut points on what they must do and what they cannot do. Away from that, the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Joseph Adekoka, has called for a complete ban on illegal mining and the suspension of small-scale mining to facilitate land reclamation efforts across the country. Speaking to the media on Wednesday, April 2nd, Adekoka stressed the need for decisive action to protect Ghana's natural resources from further destruction.
Joseph Adekoka suggested that large-scale mining companies temporarily halt operations for at least 3 to 4 years to allow for land restoration. Adekoka also emphasized the importance of tracking excavators used in mining operations to prevent illegal activities, calling for proper inventory of all excavators in the country to distinguish between excavators in road construction and those in mining. Meanwhile, in a related development, the Western Central Regional Police Command has arrested 11 individuals for engaging in illegal mining activities along the Bonsa River in the Western region. The suspects, 7 Ghanaians and 4 Chinese nationals, were apprehended on March 31, 2025 as part of an intelligence-led operation aimed to tackling illegal mining in the region.
In related news, the Acting Chief Executive Officer of the Environmental Protection Agency, Professor Nana Makluche, stated that the agency has not received any report regarding politicians being involved in illegal mining in the country. According to her, so far the EPA has not received any complaints about politicians being involved in illegal mining. She said that if a politician is caught in the act, the agency will not hesitate to impose the necessary punishment as the nation continues to seek solutions to end the menace that has devastated water bodies, forests and livelihoods in some areas. She affirms the EPA's role in putting an end to it, saying the EPA will focus on its mandate to protect the environment and coordinate all activities that affect it. And now in business, prices of petroleum products are expected to see marginal increases at the pump starting today, April 2nd. This is based on the latest pricing outlook report which guides oil marketing companies from April 1 to April 15, 2025. According to the report, petrol prices are projected to rise by 2%, bringing the price per litre to 15.20 cedis, while diesel will increase by 1.1% to 15.35 cedis per litre. However, there is a slight relief for liquefied petroleum gas, which is expected to drop marginally by 0.3%, with a kilogram selling at 17.30 cedis.
These price adjustments come after 3 consecutive reductions in fuel prices over the past month. The main driver behind the price hike is rising crude oil prices on the international market. Global oil prices have climbed due to supply constraints caused by U.S. sanctions and trade policies affecting key oil-producing nations like Iran and Venezuela. Over the pricing window, crude oil prices have increased by 0.86%, with oil currently trading around $74 per barrel. Interestingly, this expected price hike is not due to cedi depreciation, a rare occurrence in recent times. The cedi has remained fairly stable against the US dollar throughout March, even depreciating by 0.07% in the last week of the month, thanks to the interventions by the Bank of Ghana. Despite the expected increases, some oil marketing companies have hinted that they may keep prices unchanged. Industry players acknowledge that each time prices rise, demand drops, leading some OMCs to adopt a wait-and-see approach before making price adjustments. As a result, while some OMCs will increase prices from April 2nd, 2025, others may hold.
On international front, the Congolese government and M23 rebels are expected to hold direct talks on April 9 in the Qatar capital. The meeting in Doha would be the first between the two sides since the rebels backed by Rwanda captured 2 provincial capitals in eastern Congo.
An earlier meeting planned in Angola on March 18th was aborted after M23 pulled out at the last minute protesting European Union sanctions on its leaders. Until March, Kinshasa had dismissed the suggestion of holding direct dialogue with the rebels it considers a proxy force of Rwanda. In mid-March, Congolese President Felix Tshisekedi and his Rwandan counterpart Paul Kagame held a surprise meeting in Doha. Qatar has since hosted Congolese government and rebel delegations separately, Reuters reported on Monday.
And in sports this afternoon, Mediama SC fought back from a goal down to claim a 2-1 victory in their outstanding match day 21 fixture on the 2024-25 Ghana Premier League season. Playing at the TNA Stadium in Takwa on Tuesday afternoon, the Yellow and Mauve side faced a determined Pasaki Holy Stars, who took the lead in the 28th minute through midfielder Issa Yakubu.
Mediama, however, responded just before halftime, with defender Kamaradini Mahmoud scoring in first half stoppage time to restore parity. The home side had an opportunity to go ahead in the 85th minute, but failed to convert a penalty. Despite the setback, they kept pressing and were rewarded in the 89th minute when Derek Fojo found the net, sealing a dramatic comeback victory. The crucial win lifts Mediama temporarily to 4th place with 38 points, while Pasaki Holy Stars remain 13th on the table with 27 points, just 6 points above the relegation zone as the battle for survival intensifies. Up next, Mediama SC will travel to face Hearts of Oak, while Pasaki Holy Stars prepare to host Prekum Chelsea at the Crosby Ehua Memorial Stadium this weekend.
And this is how we wrap up. For more stories, log on our website, bainamultimedia.com. I'm Khadija Tukubra Kayla, and have a good afternoon.